Well, Canucks fans, it looks like you guys have got a new number one goalie here today, as the Vancouver Canucks announced they had signed Braden Holtby to a 2-year deal worth 4.3 million per year. I think my thoughts on the signing are it's a very good deal for Vancouver. I honestly believe that Holtby would have gotten more term and more money. I was thinking maybe somewhere more like 4 to 5 years worth, maybe 5.5 to 6.5 million in that range, just because he's won a lot of games throughout his career. He's had many years of having a high save percentage, and he's also obviously won a Stanley Cup. But with that being said, he did have a down year last year. Maybe that hurt some of his money making ability to get a higher pay raise. So maybe that's the case there. But for Vancouver, this is obviously a great deal. They get Holtby at a decent term, 2 years, at a cheap price too, cheaper price anyways, 4.3 million. So that's great for the Canucks, and the Canucks now roughly have 8 million in cap space. So, and what they're going to have to do with that cap space is now rationing it out for their young players. Obviously, Pettersson's up for a big contract here, probably as soon as next year. Yes, actually, I should say he's going to be a great player. Probably put up a lot of points for them, and he's going to probably be commanding a lot of money. So that's good for the Canucks that they're able to get Holtby at a cheaper price. We all know goaltenders seem to be really overpaid nowadays, and for Holtby, he gets some term. He gets to go out west. He's a Western Canadian boy, obviously not to any of the Alberta teams, but still Vancouver, I guess, is good enough. And for the Canucks, they have a number one goalie now, and they lost Jacob Markstrom today, but is this a downgrade from Jacob Markstrom? I mean, if we're going by last year alone, I'm going to say yes, just because of their save percentage was pretty different. Obviously, Holtby had an 897 save percentage. He had a 3.11 goals against average. He had 25 wins, 14 losses, 6 extra time losses. So, I mean, Washington struggled at times defensively. Obviously, we know after Todd Reirden got let go, their GM came out and said that their play had really declined from Christmas time onwards. So did that hurt Holtby's save percentage too? We don't know. Obviously, with Jacob Markstrom, though, he had a 2.75 goals against average and a 918 save percentage. So that's a lot higher. And at times, Jacob Markstrom was the Canucks MVP last year. And to let him go at free agency has got to be tough. But with Jim Benning, he obviously knew that the Canucks were in some trouble here and could potentially lose Markstrom, which they eventually did. And they had to sign a number one goalie who's been proven in the past despite having a down year last year, and that guy is Braden Holtby. And he's young enough that he's not totally cooked, that's for sure. He's still got some good years left in him. I think he can easily bounce back from the year he had last year and potentially get back to that Stanley Cup winning form he had a couple of years ago. But that's all I have to say on this signing right now, guys. Please like and subscribe and share this video, and I'll talk to you again soon.